And the reason I'm making this video is honestly just to vocalize what my goals are, just so I have it kind of out and about to the world and to myself, really. Uh, Also have them written down, but basically just trying to do any means to help me keep my goals in line. Uh, I'm I'm gonna have my personal goals and I have personal financial goals, which sounds kind of redundant, but they're a little bit separate only because my personal goals are more so something that mean more to me than just money. Uh, I mean, some of them are money based, but not to the extent that my financial goals are per se, perchance humanly. While obviously my financial goals are strictly money based. Um, and like I said, this is just for accountability and everything like that. And if you're watching this and you have any goals that you want to, I guess, verbalize, even though it'd be typing it, just put it down in the comments. First one is less short form content. So I've been having this issue where I just get stuck scrolling, and it is always a constant issue. I think I need just like a detox and to just stop getting on reels. What's funny enough is like I really don't get on like TikTok. It's really just reels and then YouTube shorts. And the thing that sucks is like I use YouTube. I use YouTube to watch some of my favorite videos or my favorite content creators. And then I have a napkin in my way. I use YouTube because I mean obviously I post on there, or I post on there. So it's a little bit weird to try to cut out YouTube. I don't really know how I'm gonna go about YouTube wise. Instagram Reels, I'm probably just gonna delete Instagram, or what I might do for both Instagram and YouTube is just make like a screen time thing. Like if I catch myself on YouTube or Reels for more than 10 minutes at a time, like if I'm not just checking my friends' messages on Instagram or whatever my girlfriend sends me on Instagram, right? If I'm not just doing that, I'm just mindlessly scrolling, then I'll have my phone tell me. Maybe that's a good idea. And see, this is why I'm verbally saying it, because it also helps me with how I'm gonna go about going with this plans, and also just if you guys have any sort of advice, it also helps me a little bit. But yeah, short form content's just kind of been killing my brain, and unfortunately, sometimes I'll just see things on there that it just pisses me off. It will just genuinely put me in a bad mood, and after I realize I'm in a bad mood and I look at it, it's just always like, why was I even on it? So, hopefully that will help me like focus and actually get down to Jesus Christ. I'm trying to focus. Get down to focusing and making sure that I'm actually like on top of my shit. Because my issue is not being on top of my shit. And, oh, see, it's also hard to try to play this and talk about this at the same time. But hey, that's it. Just hey. Next thing I have written down is write more. Ironically, write more. The thing is I have really bad issues with like retaining information, and this was not an issue for a while. I just recently started to notice, like, I feel like I'm having a decline in retaining information. But one of the ways that helps is writing down, and I've noticed this, that if I write down stuff for work, or if I write down stuff just like in general, like budget plans and stuff like that, then it helps me stick to them more. It helps me maybe focus more, I guess would be a better word. But I also will, like, I'll write stuff to my girlfriend. Like, I'll write little poems and shit. Poems and shit. Yeah, that's romantic sounding. But it's true. I'll write like little poems, or I'll write, affirmations to myself, just stuff like that, and it helps. And the hardest part, honestly, this sounds kind of silly, but it's picking up that pen. Picking up the pen is the hardest part to me, because what's to stop me from just going in my phone and just typing it down? But I watched a video. I was actually watching a video on the way home from drop my girlfriend off at her house, and it said there was something called the effort rule. I think it's the effort rule, or effort something. And the concept is that however much effort you put into in this example they used studying, they used note taking. How much effort you put into, say, note taking helps you retain information better. So they did a study where it was two groups. They had one group write stuff down, and they had one, or write their notes down physically by hand, and the other group type their notes down. And they did 3 experiments. One where they wrote their notes down, they let them study, and after a week, I think they tested them. They did one where it was they didn't give them any chance to study. After they wrote their notes, it was an immediate test, and then the third one was like a surprise. It was a pop quiz after X amount of time, and each of those times, the people who wrote their notes down actually scored higher than the people who typed them down. And it definitely, like, it makes sense. Obviously, a bunch of fucking scientists got around and did it. Makes a lot of sense, because every time I've wrote something down and like actually remembered it, I always, like, I physically remember I remember physically writing down everything. It's not just the fact of what I'm writing down, but the actual act of writing it down is also what I remember, which helps me a lot. And I did it for like I want to say the first half of the year. I was journaling, I was like writing my budget plans and stuff down, and then I just stopped. I just stopped doing it. And it is I definitely like see issues have arisen because of it. Memory issues mostly, and retaining issues, which, like I said, I've never really had before, and it's just been recently. I also kind of blame like the short form content stuff, and some of you might be like, oh, well, it's easy to blame that stuff, just kind of deflecting blame on that. But I mean, it's true. Like, it's all garbage stuff bad for you, but also you could say, oh, what kind of short form content are you watching? And I'll just be honest with you, it's just straight garbage. Like, and anyone who is my friend knows, like, it is just pure dog shit. It's not like I'm watching anything worthwhile. It's literally just dog shit. So need Aegis and cooldown. Aegis and cooldown. So I'm gonna blame it on the short form content and the fact that I'm not writing stuff down, because I was typing stuff in my phone, but it just gets lost in the other millions of things that I've also typed down on my phone, so it doesn't really help, right? Next thing I have is stop overthinking. I've always overthink. I'll say overthought. I don't know if that's like a proper way to say that. I always overthink, and it's caused so many issues in not just work, but like personal, anything like personal life, just a bunch of different stuff. I always overthink my decisions. Every decision I make has always been followed by, oh, like, was that right? Even if it's not a right or wrong, it's just I just did it. And I don't know why I always ask myself so many questions. It's always, I've just always been like that. Just constantly ask myself questions. And I'm just saying this out loud to tell myself this, but like, all this stuff isn't gonna happen overnight. But I do need help. Like, I need to be held accountable for like overthinking. Like, maybe I should just say my thoughts out loud, and hopefully whoever's around me will kind of be like, hey, maybe that's just like an irrational thought, because sometimes I just have those, just straight up irrational thoughts, and it happens. You know, like my thought could just be like, oh, I'm driving down the road. What if a airplane falls out of the sky and just fucking hits me? Like that's kind of an extreme example of how my brain works, but that's kind of what I mean. Like just stupid shit like that. It's not gonna happen overnight, and I know that, and that's something that also kind of sucks about my brain sometimes. Like I know things and how they work, but when they come to fruition, come to practice, I always just, I won't say freak out. Freak out's not the. No, I want cool down. Overthink. I always overthink. And it's also becoming an issue, not becoming an issue, but it has been an issue when it comes to like content creation. I've always had this mindset when it came to content creation of just like, I do this for fun. This is just stuff that's for fun. I used to stream a lot, and I would just open up a stream. I would, am I doing speedrunner? Okay. I would open up a stream. I would, just play the game I wanted to play, and then that was it. That was the end of it. I didn't really think much more about it. If I made money, I made money. But then there were some days where, you know, I'd get 0 viewers for 2 or 3 hours. And it's a little disheartening to just see that happen, but, you know, I'm not like I'm a big streamer, big anything, right? Big content creator. So, obviously, that comes with that. It happens. And obviously, life also happens. Sometimes I have to tend to things that are more important than being on my computer playing games. It is what it is. Here we go. All right, now we have everything, so we can actually upgrade things. So, that being said, let me get some water. That being said, it has gotten in the way of a lot of things. I always have like ideas and stuff too, and it becomes a thing where it's like, oh, I really want this plan to come to fruition. I really think this is a good idea. This will work as far as like content goes. Content. Like, not like it's just something I want to like record and then just have on my channel. Do I think I have good ideas? Yeah, I think I have good ideas. My issue is that I'll take these ideas and then I'll just either do nothing with them, or I do it, I'll start it, and then I just realize, man, I'm just dreading every single moment of it. I just get anxious, I guess, is what my girlfriend said. My girlfriend said I just get anxious about it. And I just stop working on it. And maybe, alright, let's get through this real quick, because this is going to be a lot. Maybe that's the case. I just overthink about everything. I make myself anxious about a project, making sure it comes out on time. Which, ironically enough, I was actually watching. I forgot his name. It's Bones325 or Bone. He's a FNAF YouTuber, which sounds a little silly, but he does a lot of like technical analysis for the Five Nights at Freddy's games, and I've been kind of binge watching a lot of his content because FNAF is interesting to me, and it is quite funny to see him just disassemble the games. So I very much enjoy watching his content. But I was watching him, and he basically worded it like, I'm not gonna say it fully correctly or full verbatim, but basically said that as long as you work on a video and make the video good, put a lot of effort into it, it doesn't matter when it comes out. And that was my biggest thing, is like I felt like I was obligated to put out videos at like specific times and get them out by a specific date. And I would always tell people, oh, I have this video out by like this time, this video by this time. And in reality, it's like sometimes shit just happens and I can't work on it. And then I goalpost myself, and then I stop working on it, and then I freak out, and yeah. A lot of stupid mental gymnastics just to make myself all stressed out for literally no reason. And it happens. I gotta learn to take it slow. and just take my time. Especially when taking your time generally is the better thing, because stuff comes out better if you just take time. It's just the truth of everything. Work, content, food, literally anything you take time on, it will always come out better. So that is a big thing. Also, shout out to Bones just in general, just because, like I said, I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and his videos are good. If you like FNAF, just go watch his videos. I know this video's gonna get like 2 views, but I'll put a link in the description. Fuck it. Let's see what else do I have written here. I'm trying to play and look at the same. Yeah, this is not like pre-recorded gameplay. I'm actually like, obviously, duh. I'm trying to play and do this at the same time, so it's a little tough. Ooh. Hell yeah. Be healthier is the next thing I've written down, which, like, obviously, as like a New Year's resolution, which I guess this is what these are. Yeah, duh. Everyone wants to be healthier, but the thing is like, I've always had problems, like accountability problems, and obviously right now, with the current state of my job, it's hard for me to, at least for food, right? Food to eat healthier. I'm on the road 4 hours out of the day, and then I am working about 12. So 16 hours of the day I'm basically working. The other 8, it's I gotta sleep, or I gotta not worry about what I'm eating. There's just that. It's hard to put focus on eating healthier. But hopefully in the future, when I have a different job, because I plan on switching careers, not soon, but whenever I line stuff up for myself. My girlfriend actually does do a really good job at eating healthy and finding healthier options, so I will try to be better at that, at least the eating part. Going to the gym and all that stuff, that will also come with that, because with the career change, I'll have more time, and with more time comes more room to take care of myself. I'm not a big person. I'm not a big guy that goes to a doctor. I should. That's another thing. I have insurance. I should probably use it. But it's hard. It's hard to make time, even though I should. Just like doesn't matter. I just should make time, especially for stuff like that. I don't feel unhealthy, but I could have something wrong with me. Obviously, like, that I don't know about. So, just a little something. That's all. Like, it's not gonna happen tomorrow, right? This is gonna be a matter of just kind of keeping up with it. Kind of just working with what I have. Gas station food isn't the best, but maybe it's all I have. As well as maybe I shouldn't eat. Maybe I should just stick to 1 box of gas station wings as opposed to 2. Don't eat till eat till failure. That's what I've heard that before. Do not eat till failure. Maybe just try that. Try doing that less. Let's see what else we got here. Stop gambling. So I actually have stopped gambling as a as both a financial goal and a personal goal. This one's kind of intertwined, but for different reasons on both ends. So from a personal standpoint, and this is just complete transparency, just being honest, I think I just have a pretty bad issue when it comes to spending money if it's easily accessible. Even if the idea of putting money into something and then getting either immediate satisfaction back, or the idea of getting more money back, obviously it's always a good thing to put money in and then get money back, but it's the risk factor. It's the instant gratification if it works, right? I play a gacha game. I play Dokkan, and I'll spend money and get some dragon stones. And even though the truth, shout out to truth, is never spend your money. Uh, sometimes. Sometimes it was, I don't want to say justified, it's usually never justified for those things, but just felt like doing it because I did it. I had a little bit of extra money, I just wanted to do it. Instead of, putting that extra money towards literally anything else, instead of just kind of pissing it away. Even if, when I spend the money and I get, like, the said gacha unit that I want, doesn't change the fact that I spent the money, right? Am I going to say how much I've spent in that game? Absolutely not, because, well, it's a lot. I'll just say that. And remember the thing about transparency I said earlier? Yeah. Well, I'll just let you know that I've spent money in the game, and it sucks. The other thing is that is more of like a personal, like, I want this thing to happen because it will let me enjoy the game more. When in reality, I should find more other reasons to enjoy the game. I enjoy playing that Dragon Ball game just, more than just summoning and getting the unit that I want. It's all like there's a bunch of numbers involved in it, and I actually really enjoy the numbers aspect of that game. It's very silly to me, and I enjoy watch people talk about it and get mad about it. So I just gotta focus on that instead of the oh yeah, let me spend money and try to get the unit I want, and not be silly like that. The other thing is I'm working in Louisiana right now, and I currently live in Texas, but I was working in Louisiana, and what I was doing is that every time I go to work in Louisiana, which was every day, I would put a little, well, I wouldn't put money into like a sports betting app. I put a little bit at first, and then I won like $160, and I won $500, and I got to a point where I was just using what I won as, what I was betting. I wasn't putting money into it. I wasn't doing anything like that. But I've ended up spending enough money and winning money back to kind of like even out what I've done. And honestly, I'm just gonna cut my fucking losses. Well, not really losses. Like I said, I evened out. So I'm just not gonna do it anymore. And it's the same thing of like why I should just put that money somewhere else. I should stop just pissing money away. It's just a bad habit of mine because it's easily accessible. I could just go to the app on my phone and then just spend money. It's that easy, and it shouldn't be because that's how they fucking get you. But my protocol to stop doing that is I have turned off in-app spending just in case, because I still play my Dragon Ball game, Dokkan. Shout out Dokkan. And I still play like Pokemon Go. The Pokemon Go has in-app purchases. I've just turned those off so I can still play the game and just not have to worry about that. It's just an easy mental block to just stop spending money. In fact, I actually took what I made, or what I had left in my sports betting account, which was about $500, and actually put it in a Roth IRA. So that's my good financial decision for that, and makes up for the stupid shit I was doing. Well, at least a little bit. Alright, maybe just start doing our damage now. Alright, cool. And I actually feel pretty good. I think it was a video about, I already kind of forgot, but it was about retaining information and discipline. And instead of the pleasure I got from winning a little bit of cash off of sports betting, I'm gonna go to sleep tonight with the satisfaction of the fact that I put $1,000 in my Roth IRA. I got 6,500 more to go. There we go. And that's just one step closer to another goal I have, which helps me mentally. Let's see. And that's basically it. I just want to stop. I want to stop just needlessly spending money on just dumb shit, because I shouldn't. And to say it out loud and kind of get it out helps. And I hopefully that will also help me just be good about it in general. I'm gonna definitely ask for friends and help with accountability on that too. So I'm hoping that I get help with that. Which I'm sure that if the people who I'm around, they will get on, like they'll get on to me if I really want them to. I have a couple more. Let's see. Focus on career goals. Pretty sure I didn't say that one. So, focus on career goals. Basically, I've been trying to do more research on what I actually want to do in my life. For those who don't know, I'm 24. I turned 25 this year, and I kind of think I have this not thought process, but I have this looming thing in my mind, just like, what am I going to do 5 years from now? Because 5 years from now, I'll be 29 going on 30. And I definitely don't want to be doing what I'm doing now, which is land surveying. Land surveying is very good. It's a good trade. It's a trade in general. Very, very good. But it's just not what I want to do. It is something I want to learn so that I can fall back on it if I absolutely have to. If what I want to do doesn't work, or if what I want to do doesn't make enough money, or if what I want to do I can do on the side while I do this, then sure. But I guess while I'm land surveying, my career goal is to just learn how much I can about it, and take it to places that will accept me, and also offer to teach me more things about it. That way I can keep it in my back pocket for when I need to. I know a guy, what he does is he is currently enrolled in college, and every summer he goes back to land surveying to make a shit ton of money, and use it either for classes, textbooks, or just to live off of for the remainder of the school year, and then calls it a day. I mean, he'll just kind of just stop. I don't want to say stop. Well, I guess that's what it is. He stops working and just goes to be a full-time student. And that's what I want to do. I want to be a full-time student, and while also working the other working little jobs that'll help me at least get by a little bit, while I'm working, or while I'm doing schoolwork. Which I don't know if I said it, but I want to go to college to be a financial advisor. That is my goal. I want to help people make I want to help people make money and build wealth and all that stuff. Taxes, literally anything I can do in that field, I want to do. Numbers fascinate me, and that is a type of numbers that I think we desperately need, just because I feel like a lot of people just don't understand how to spend their money and what to do with their money. And that is my goal, is to help people spend their money wisely, or save it wisely, whatever they need. And obviously I can't be a financial advisor in just this year. That is obviously like within the, I mean, maybe not even within the next 5 years. I would like it to be within the next 5 years. Get my college, get my bachelor's, and call it a day. But like I've said a couple times in this video, life happens. So that is just a small little goal I have. It's just to focus on what I'm doing now with land surveying, and then when I get enough to kind of survive and go to college, work on learning more financial advisory stuff and getting down to the means of actually like that field work. Let's see. Communicate and connect more. Also, I'm sorry, this has also been 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try to, I don't say, I'll like maybe not go as fast as I can, because I mean this run's almost over. So I'm kind of talking just as much as this run goes on. Communicate and connect more. I have a really bad issue with just not reaching out to people, not seeking help, or maybe not communicating my mental stuff as well as I should. And it's hard. Like, it's not I don't want to say there's something wrong with it, because that's probably not true. There is like some probably deeper things wrong with it, but it's just harder for me, and I know it's hard for some people. And shit. A lot of things kind of, I don't want to say a lot of things went down last year, but just some things went down, and it kind of makes you realize, like, you don't want to lose connections. You don't want to lose people because you never know when you'll talk to them again. And it's weird not seeing someone for X amount of time, and then just out of nowhere seeing them or talking to them, and talking to people obviously after a unfortunate accident or something happening, like God forbid you don't talk to someone for a while, and then your next time you're having to talk to someone is because someone passed away. That happens, and it's that is the thing that I kind of dread, is not being there for someone when they absolutely need it the most. And it's kind of, I won't say it's like my fault, but sometimes it's just hard to keep track of everybody and everything. And some would say it's impossible, because it kind of is. It's hard. Like, people have to live their lives, and it is what it is. So the idea is to try to maybe talk more, and just talk more in general. I have a brother who is he's very outgoing. I will go to the bar with him, and he'll talk to literally everyone in the bar, everyone that walks in, play pool with them, and I can't see myself doing that literally ever. Literally would never ever do that, because well, if we go back to the overthinking part, it's I'm afraid that I'm gonna talk to someone and they're just gonna punch me in the face, or just something stupid, right? Punch me in the face, or like just tell me to fuck off, or gonna beat my ass, or some stupid shit, right? Just an issue arises out of literal nowhere. That is my concern. But he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about that stuff. He doesn't think about that stuff like I do. And is my goal to go out and talk to more people? Maybe not like that, but definitely just talk more in general, and try to be better with people in general. Because I've always not been the best with people. Okay. I didn't write this one down, but I thought about it because I kind of forgot to write it down. But it's well, I guess connect and communicate. This part I was gonna say seek help, and not that I like therapy or anything like that, but just like whenever I'm feeling down, like actually go out of my way and make sure that I tell people, hey, I'm not okay. This is why. Just need a little bit of time on myself, or I want to communicate this more. That kind of stuff. Because nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. We just kind of made it a thing where I just realized I get H's back glass. This really sucks. We just kind of made it a thing where it's looked down upon as man to communicate more, and it's a shame, really. Oh, I'm gonna die. Let me get those out of the way. I think if I get hit by one more ball, I think I'm actually just dead. Unless I lifesteal. I need a lifesteal like now. Okay, there we go. So before I guess before I actually like try to get on with what I'm trying to say, let me fucking lock in, because I only have one more goal, and one more goal to talk about. Which I might be top loading it, especially because I also have financial goals, but that's like I could do this simultaneously as far as personal and financial goals. Personal goals, that personal and financial is just gonna be time based. Like everything, I just gotta wait on. I gotta be patient, which I was actually talking about that with a friend today. Is I need to be more patient. Unfortunately, for some reason, I am incredibly patient with things I shouldn't be patient about, and I'm incredibly impatient with things I need to be patient about or should be patient about, because there's no reason not to be patient about things. There are the things that I should be patient about. Good things don't happen immediately. You gotta wait for it. Oh. Okay, that was really tough. Jesus, I'm trying to make sure I do this because one of the things I'm actually trying to do is 100% this game, and I need to do the challenges is what I am working on right now. I think I have 22 out of 30 that I need, and it's literally the last achievement is just do 30 challenges. That's what I'm working towards right now. I guess while I'm... Oh, okay. I was say while I'm focusing, I can talk about other tiny little goals. Like, I have this thing with a... I love Pokemon. So I have this thing with the binder of Pokemon cards where I'm trying to make a living dex. Okay, I think I'm actually just about to die. What if I just jump off? God, he just keeps spawning them. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do this. Fuck. God, he just keeps spawning these fucking orbs. I know this challenge was like beat it in 3 minutes. Okay, that's the harder one out of the way. He just back. I'm trying to make a living dex with Pokemon cards. I've actually had a lot of fun with it. I've been opening cards with my girlfriends. Very, very, very awesome. And also just doing like just playing more roguelikes and just try more games. That was just like another like little side goal I have. Also think fucking God, get me out of this piece of shit. Oh my God, that was really stressful at the very end there. 24 out of 30, nice. Last goal, which is actually just do what I like. Content wise, really is what I put here. In the past like 2 or 3 years, I've been having issues, and I think this kind of plays on the overthinking part, where I have these ideas, they sound good, I say them out loud, they sound good, and then I go to do them, and I just lose motivation. Or I have an idea, I play with friends, I record it, and then I go to edit it, and I just lose motivation. And I think the issue is, like, one is the overthinking, the anxiousness of posting something. I think it's that, and it's also I think I just try to make everything seem like it has to be productive, when in reality it's this is meant to be fun. I shouldn't do these things if I don't find them fun, and that's the truth of it. I find roguelikes and roguelites really, really fun. I find video games fun. I think recording them and talking to a mic is fun, even though I'm pretty bad at it. It happens. You gotta get better at it. You gotta do it more to get better at it. I enjoy the idea of like posting content. When I was streaming, I was having a lot of fun streaming. Sometimes it was hard to turn on the camera and actually whatchamacallit, and actually, do the stuff in the camera, talk and be a figure of entertainment. But regardless, I mostly had fun doing it. I have fun doing challenges and roguelikes. I have fun. I have fun playing games, so I should play what I want to play, post what I want to post without any issues. And from the outer aspect of just video games, I should just be doing what I like, just in general. Uh, Life is not life. There are going to be struggles in life, but there's no reason for unnecessary pain, which causes no growth. Uh, Going to the gym I would say is like a necessary pain. You are actively telling yourself, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna move the weight, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat well, or eat not enough. I'm a not eat, depending on what you're doing, what your goals are. Kind of a bad example, especially coming from me, because I don't really go to the gym, even though I should. Uh, be healthier. Thank you, me from 20 minutes ago. Um, but there's no reason to make yourself stressed out. Is a better way of putting it, because pain is a part of life. Pain is a part of growth. That's how you become a better person. That's how you become a better version of yourself while you're working. It's how you become a better version of yourself in general. It's the stress aspect that you know shouldn't put on yourself. I shouldn't stress over remedial things. Uh, Again, overthinking. A lot of this ties into overthinking, which is it's true. And I and I'll be completely honest. I was talking to my friends earlier earlier today. I say earlier today, it was like 3 hours ago. And I have like a bunch of recordings just on my computer of just us playing games. And I tell myself, I'm gonna make a video out of this. I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna record. I'm gonna edit this and make a video of it. Make a funny, highly edited video. It's gonna be really nice, and it's gonna get a bajillion views. And just that is just not how it works. It's just not how it works. It's not how it works. Uh, Shout out to Eric, specifically Eric Jubs, because I have Halo 1 footage that's been in my computer. Uh, let's see. Hopefully it doesn't bring up. Yeah, of course it brings it up over here. Let's see. Really glad I brought up Epstein. I have a picture of Epstein on my computer. Don't ask why. Let's see. Videos. The Halo videos are from 08, to be August of last year. So that's what, 5 months ago? Almost 5 months ago. And I have about probably 6, 7, 8 hours worth of that footage. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I got maybe 20 minutes worth of a video done right now. And it is a damn shame, because it will get done. It will get done eventually. And I know that's not me pushing out on myself. That's just the the sole fact of I will get this done one day, because I will make time for it. Um, but the the thing my friends were saying was, hey, maybe don't put a bunch of projects on yourself, because then you stress yourself out, and then you just straight up, instead of, you have 5 things you're working on, and then instead of working on one thing at a time, or maybe just not working on stuff like that at all, you have 5 things at once, and then you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna do all 5 of these things and have them out by this time, and nothing gets done. So don't put the weight of the world on your shoulders if you can't carry it. No reason to do it to yourself. That's about I think that's about covers it. I'm about to do another video about my financial goals and talk more about that. Uh, Kind of rambled on. It's been a 40-minute video. If you guys have any goals that you have, or if you have any advice for me, I would appreciate the comments on that. For whoever sees this, obviously. I don't know if anyone's gonna click on a 40-minute Megabonk video, but who knows? It happened. It might happen. Anyways, thanks, and have a good one.